Tasha K just pulled the ultimate Uno reverse card. And this time she didn't bring tea instead. She brought receipts and a police report. Yes, you read correctly, the woman Mank allegedly lunged at during a live stream. The queen of controversy. Herself just entered a precinct with legal firepower, and now if Mendeecees will be going back to jail. This isn't just a messy drama, baby. There are live stream footage, anonymous witnesses, and a trail of baby daddy rumors that are still raging online like gasoline. The streets are humming. The lawyers are conversing, and the fans there, ready to cancel, clap back, K, and screenshot their way through this whole implosion grab discussing whether or not the family man of hip-hop can survive another scandal, or if Tasha K is going to drag him all the way down. When you thought? This scandal couldn't get any messier than Mendeecees' alleged fathering of Erica Mena's baby boom. Tasha K entered the scene. Your snacks, boss. This isn't just tea. This is a full-blown federal brew with handcuffs, waiting on standby. Let's go. The streets are screaming, the blogs are burning, and the timelines are in free fall. Tasha K has officially filed a police report against Mendeecees, Harris, and the accusation of assault, according to explosive new rumors circulating on social media. That's correct, the same man who once beat a federal case, served time for drug trafficking, and rebranded himself as a family man on Love and Hip. The alleged incident occurred just before Tasha was scheduled to go live and reveal what she called the final proof that Mendeecees and Erica Mena were involved in a covert affair that resulted in a baby. Hop may now face a whole new legal nightmare for allegedly touching a woman who only had receipts. According to insiders close to Tasha's camp, things quickly got out of hand. One source told a gossip outlet that Mendeecees showed up without permission at the private studio where the live broadcast was being prepared with the purported goal of preventing the truth from going viral online. He was loud and aggressive and attempted to take her phone. It wasn't just words she felt threatened by. Within hours, Tasha K's legal team verified that an official complaint had been filed with the local authorities. There were no back reactions or denials, only paperwork, and the internet went crazy. Tasha K's claims and charges against men are once again being investigated. Wasn't just messy, it was career-ending chaos. Let's not pretend that Mendeecees is some choir boy who has never seen the inside of a courtroom. Let's go back to 2015 and revisit that messy track record. Assault allegations rock Love and Hip Hop cast police were called after a heated showdown that left Yandhi silent. After being connected to a large-scale heroin and cocaine operation that stretched from New York to Rochester, Mendeecees entered a guilty plea to drug trafficking charges. He spent years in federal prison and has been straddling the precipice of redemption ever since, giving interviews about fatherhood and second chances. How he has moved off the streets, but this is the kind of scandal that quickly destroys the rebrand, because if Tasha K's police report is accurate and her allegations of assault are proven in court, Mendeecees may face probation violations or, worse, a return to federal custody. The situation gets even more complicated based on alleged leaked information. Documents from Tasha's camp, the people in the back, video evidence. According to the sources, a security camera in the hallway outside the studio recorded everything. From the moment Mendeecees showed up without warning to the altercation that allegedly left Tasha visibly shaken. Insiders claim that the video has already been sent to investigators, even though it hasn't been made public yet. Let's face it, if Tasha K claims to have receipts, believe her, this is the same woman who dragged Cardi B into a multi-million-dollar lawsuit and didn't blink. She plays dirty but does it to win. Meanwhile, social media is tearing up. Twitter threads are longer than legal briefings, and TikTok is awash in dramatic reenactments. One user even used Barbie dolls to recreate the alleged attack, meaning that half of the internet is screaming, "Lock him up," while the other half is yelling, "Set up." She's lying for clout. Level of chaos we're dealing with. But let's talk about the one person who hasn't spoken. Yan Dandy Smith. If you need a divorce lawyer, You're going to let him take your entire legacy down with him. The silence is becoming strategic. There are no cryptic quotes, subtle shade, or scripture on Instagram stories, and fans have noticed that you blinked twice. Some insiders are speculating that Yandi already knew she had seen the video and was upset, but that her team had advised her to keep quiet until the situation was resolved, if into a full-fledged civil war. Let's Not Mendeecees isn't simply a cast member. He's the spokesperson for a transformed man story that hip-hop and love have exploited for seasons. If this report turns out to be accurate, BH1 may be facing a major image crisis, with producers reportedly in a panic. One anonymous crew member told a blog, "We're not sure if we can even keep airing the current season if this, so the stakes are sky high and the fallout is just beginning." Since, let's face it, Tasha K filed that report to make a statement, not merely to achieve justice. You don't get to quiet me, honey. The streets are listening. DEFCON 1 hashtags, such as hashtag #TashPeaks, hashtag men, DESC single quotes as meltdown, and hashtag #back2, began trending on all platforms as soon as the news broke about Tasha K filing a police report. Fans discovered that they weren't just playing screenshots, reaction videos, Twitter Spaces, and TikTok stitches, where things get really messy. Within 24 hours of the police report being filed, Tasha's legal team released a public statement that a civil lawsuit was in the works. That's right, Tasha wasn't just seeking accountability. She was also implying that a civil lawsuit was imminent. Ms. Keb was physically and verbally assaulted while preparing content for a live broadcast. She is cooperating fully with authorities, and we will pursue every legal avenue available. The statement read, "We encourage the public not to be swayed by silence or manipulation." The statement was intended to be bloody. The truth is coming. Oh, it was on. Bloggers began searching Mendeecees' parole terms for any clause that would immediately return him to prison if he were found guilty of this new accusation. Legal experts also provided their opinions on YouTube regarding whether he had broken his terms by participating in an altercation. Particularly, the frenzied speculation began when some blogs claimed that Mendeecees had already spoken with his lawyer and was preparing a counterclaim accusing Tasha of defamation and fabricating the entire encounter because of his violent past. One source even claimed he intended to sue for emotional distress, is not in a good place right now. He's being portrayed as the guy who went from the redemption arc on reality TV to allegedly barging into a woman's office and starting a fight, which isn't exactly the picture VH1 had in mind for there. In the meantime, fans are questioning everything. They're studying his body language, playing back old love and hip-hop videos, and side-eyeing every previous quote as if it were an FBI interrogation. One clip went viral again, showing Mendeecees telling Andy on the show, "You'll never have to question my loyalty." While the public is going crazy, Tasha K is playing chess. Not only has she submitted the report, but she has also shown allegiance to who Eric or Violence should have said, "You'll never have to question my parole officer." She is showing off footage, including grainy hallway cam clips, partial audio files, witness statements, and more. All of this is allegedly given to investigators. But if the mood strikes and the mood bosses, spicy, she might give away a little something to the public. Tasha's next post will show a plain wine glass next to a black folder marked confidential with the caption, The comments were straight fire, sis. About to drop a Netflix series. Men think this was a reunion taping. This is real life Yandandi. Blink twice if you need a new husband, which brings us to Yandi. Still no statement. Still no comment. Still no activity except one. Warned you all. And now the law is involved. Stay tuned. One mysterious Instagram story with a black screen and white text that read, "God don't play," caused fans to go crazy. There were wild theories about whether she was referring to herself, Tasha, Erica, or all three, but that one line ignited the internet. Meanwhile, An unconfirmed audio clip appeared online. It's muffled, but fans say it was taken inside the studio. In the recording, a male voice, purportedly that of Mendeecees, can be heard shrieking, "Turn that damn camera off." This is followed by a female voice, potentially that of Tasha, saying, "Get your hands off me." There is a pause, then what sounds like a crash, and then just like that. Here's the truth, boss. Even though we don't know if it's real, the public is still going crazy over it. Some fans say it proves everything, while others say it's staged. One theory is that this is all part of a covert VH1 marketing campaign too. Generate excitement for the upcoming Love and Hip Hop season. Someone be immediate repercussions from the NDCC. Additionally, don't forget about the leaked studio report that surfaced on blogs late last night, which included a redacted statement from a crew member who was allegedly working security at the live event. According to the stream location, the person entered without permission, appeared hostile, and was only escorted out after physical contact. Emergency protocol was then initiated, so let's marinate VH1 while doing Olympic level damage control. According to sources, executives held a 3-hour emergency meeting to determine whether to suspend Menk from We've had drama before. We've had fights, but this is next level. Charges stick, he's done. And just when you thought the fire couldn't burn any hotter, Erica Mena popped back up. That's right, the woman at the center of the original baby daddy scandal. An anonymous insider told one gossip blog about future filming or waiting for the legal situation to unfold. The alleged other woman, who was rumored to be secretly pregnant, finally made her appearance. She posted a picture of herself with a ring on her middle finger and a hand on her stomach with the caption, "No regrets, just lessons." But oh boss, that was enough to get the internet going. Is that a pregnancy confirmation? She's now trolling Yandandy. Eric stirs the pot and Yandy remains silent. Tasha is marching directly toward the courthouse. And Mendeecees' team's only response has been, "We are aware of the allegations and will respond through the proper channels." Translation, damage control mode activated, but the damage is already done. What does this mean? And are the fan theories spiraling again? Since he may have survived a RICO case, but this could be the scandal that ultimately brings down his entire empire. The question now isn't just whether he did it, but also how much evidence Tasha K actually has, and more importantly, whether it will be strong enough to put Mendeecees back in jail. It was so loud that it was deafening. In the realm of reality scandal, where silence is more powerful than words, it indicates that someone's lawyer has just ordered them to stop talking. Despite this, they are still posting cryptic gospel verses on Instagram like darts, and Tasha K has completely transformed into a villain. On the one hand, she is throwing case files, and on the other, she is throwing wine. A pending court date is circled in red in her most recent post, but this was no longer just a media sham. It was turning into a full-fledged legal storm. Sources familiar with the matter informed bloggers that Tasha K's police report was more than just a when several witnesses were prepared to testify. It was like a sucker punch in the courtroom. Mendeecees is still on supervised release. Yes, boss, the federal system maintains parole check-ins after incarceration. And guess what? One of those requirements is that they're in their statement. Tasha's team made sure to emphasize this condition, and fans embraced it like track stars. One Twitter user said he's going back if this goes to court and the judge believes her. Where did that originate? Did you flee before Mendeecees entered that area? In the meantime, every podcast, reaction channel, and gossip blog had entered emergency broadcast mode. Some hosted live stream countdowns to the next Tasha update, while others examined freeze-frame footage from that interrupted live stream as if it were the next big thing. The studio mistakenly believed it was Love and Hip Hop, but it was actually Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, Tasha's Receipts, Zapruder film. But one new piece of information turned everything upside down. According to an unconfirmed but juicy court document leak, Tasha K had also requested a restraining order to secure all digital communications, stop contact, and make Mandy's team turn over any internal emails or recordings pertaining to her alleged assault. Tasha K claims that Mendeecees allegedly contacted someone at VH1 to spin the story, suppress footage, and release a statement that framed the situation as a misunderstanding. Boss, that isn't damage control. That's called tampering. If that's truly the case, then let that sink in. It's no longer just about assault. It's about obstruction of justice. According to a legal expert on YouTube, if Mendeecees obstructed a possible investigation in any way, particularly while under federal supervision, it's over. This is a probation officer's worst nightmare. And suddenly, blogs started to close their walls. According to reports, Mendeecees' team had entered complete lockdown mode, and his lawyer advised him to refrain from posting any interviews or text messages on social media that might be later subpoenaed. Meanwhile, Yandy had transformed from gospel, cryptic to full subliminal savage. Her most recent post featured a vintage picture of her and her children with the caption, "Me and mine. That's all I ever required." This is her farewell post, sis. She has already chosen her side, and it's not his. Then came this second twist, which no one expected. A second lady appeared. Yes, an anonymous tip reached a gossip blog alleging that another blogger, less well-known than Tasha Mendeecees, who was still involved in the love and hip-hop scene, approached her earlier that week with the intention of paying her money rather than silencing her. He allegedly told her, "Just run." The blogger purportedly refused, but she saved the direct message receipts, and suddenly bribery was popular. Fans pulled him harder than ever before, saying, "You're trying to buy silence now, and this man hasn't learned anything from prison. Tasha got you so shook, and you're paying off bloggers." As all of this was happening, Erica Mena chose to turn the drama into performance art, and her next post was a video. Healing doesn't mean silence. It means survival is the description for a montage of her pregnant journey that includes clips of her touching her stomach, crying, and wearing a long white robe, and a screenshot of a positive pregnancy test in the final picture. Perhaps this was confirmation, but no. As fans scrambled for answers, Tasha K posted a full-length voice memo that was heavily edited with some names bleeped out and some audio muffled. What? The name was attached, but there was no clarity, just more chaos, and the streets were completely confused. So, is she pregnant? Is it meant for DCs or someone else? It didn't matter if it was real or fake, whether it was Mendeecees or not. It sounded like a conversation between Mendeecees and someone attempting to talk him down the line that shook fans. "She's going to go live, and she's going to ruin me. I can't let that happen again." The story was set. He panicked. He acted. And now he might pay the ultimate price, because he is currently facing a restraining order, potential parole violations, and the real-time dissolution of his marriage, according to court documents that were leaked late last night. Mendeecees has been formally called for a preliminary hearing regarding the assault complaint. Erica's camp is already teasing interviews, and Tasha is printing merchandise. No lie, Tasha K posted a mock-up of a t-shirt that read, "You can't silence the truth." The date is in 2 weeks, and the streets are already organizing the watch party. According to reports, her friends are telling her to get a lawyer and move on. Hashtag Tasha K, Unbothered, and Boss pre-orders are selling out. But let's take a moment to focus. This is about a man who battled to rebuild his reputation after being released from prison in May. Now be watching the whole thing fall apart because he was unable to remain composed. If Mendeecees returns to prison, it won't just affect him. It will also affect everyone else. Impact Yandandy, her kids, Erica's purported child, the entire series, the entire franchise, and most importantly, the storyline he has been promoting for years that he changed and that he was better off with. But that life might not be done with him. The script shifts from baby daddy drama to courtroom scenes, just like that boss. We now ask the question that everyone is afraid to answer aloud. Is Mendeecees Harris going back to jail? Will Tasha K's police report hold up in court? Will Yandi, the chaos from silent Instagram stories to police reports with teeth, means that this isn't just reality TV gossip anymore? There are actual consequences, fallout, and possibly even jail time. We're at the brink of a scandal so deep that even the producers are unable to spin it any longer. The lawyers are circling the internet, foaming at the mouth, and the truth is hiding somewhere between the lines. Will she finally speak up, or has she already made her quiet exit? And is Erica still the puppet, or has she been pulling strings the entire time, boss? Do you think that Mendeecees is the true villain in Tasha K's version of events? Or is the tea queen herself setting him up? Should VH1 broadcast all of this unfiltered and raw? Or should they turn off the cameras before the brand is ruined? Share your most outrageous theories in the comments section. Livestream blackout and the next subpoena. We're not done yet. The tea is still brewing, the streets are still watching, and this is far from over. Let us know what your favorite drag is and what your least favorite is. And remember to like, subscribe, and press the bell because in this bizarre story, the next leak might put someone in jail.